Okay, let's dive right in. Picture this. It's 2020, a quiet room, maybe a bit heavy with unspoken grief.
Right, the kind of quiet that follows a loss in the family.
Exactly. And Ahmed is there, visiting the family of his late brother Mohammed. Simple visit. But then his phone dies. Flat battery.
Uh-huh. And his charger, it's one of those specific ones, and it just wasn't working, or maybe he didn't have the right adapter. Point is, he's stuck.
Yeah, stuck. And he needs to make this one pretty urgent call, so what do you do?
You asked to borrow someone's phone. Simple.
Totally normal. He asks his sister-in-law, Hala, Mohammed's widow, can I just use your phone for a quick call?
Such a mundane moment. But for Hala, that simple request triggered by nothing more than a dead battery. Well, it was like pulling the pin on a grenade she thought she'd disarmed years ago.
So Ahmed gets the phone, makes his call, brief, hangs up, and just as he's about to hand it back, the screen lights up, message notification.
That moment of idle curiosity.
Yeah.
Or maybe just reflex.
Yeah, who knows? He taps the messaging app open, just scrolling, maybe barely paying attention at first, and then he freezes.
What does he see?
A video file. And the thumbnail, the little preview picture, it's his brother. It's Mohammed,
Nah.
lying on the bed, looking still. Just like Ahmed remembered seeing him on the day he died 3 years earlier.
That's chilling. Just the image alone.
Nah.
But it wasn't just the image, was it?
No. The real horror hits when he presses play. He sees his brother, Mohammed, in his final struggling moments, gasping.
Oh, God.
And underneath that awful sound, he hears a voice. It's Hala.
And she's not crying or mourning.
Not at all. She's speaking, calmly, coldly almost, confessing, saying Mohammed wronged her, confirming her betrayal, her unhappiness, as he's literally dying in front of her.
Unbelievable. So this is what we're diving into today. An almost perfectly planned and executed murder from 2017. A crime covered up for 3 years, hidden in plain sight.
And how that entire intricate plan unraveled because of one single, almost accidental discovery sparked by a borrowed phone. It's an incredible story.
It really is. Where do we even start to unpack this? We need to go back right before the murder.
Yeah, let's go back to the beginning, around 2011. We need to understand Mohammed first. He sounds like a really decent guy.
Absolutely. Came from Sharqiya, hardworking young graduate. He landed this fantastic job in Jordan, high-paying, stable, not academic, but really successful.
And he wasn't just spending the money, was he? He had a plan.
A very specific plan. For 3 years, he basically saved everything he could, sent it all back to Egypt. His goal, buy an apartment in his hometown, furnish it, get it completely ready.
For what?
For marriage, for settling down back home eventually. That was the dream. By 2014, the apartment was ready, the foundation was laid.
Okay, so the home's ready. Time for the next step. Finding a wife.
Right. In 2014, he comes home for that purpose. An arrangement is made. He's introduced to Hala. She's from a good, respectable family.
And for Mohammed it was. Love at first sight.
Pretty much. Reports say he was instantly smitten, totally devoted from the start. But here's the first, maybe crucial mismatch. For Hala, it wasn't about being smitten. She agreed because he was suitable. A good provider, respectable family, had the apartment ready. It was a pragmatic choice.
Like a salon marriage, as they sometimes call it. Based on suitability, not passion.
Exactly that, a practical arrangement. They agree to marry in about 6 months.
But Mohammed has this job in Jordan he needs to wrap up.
Correct. So after the agreement, he has to go back to Jordan to sort out his affairs before the wedding. They get married, but then reality bites.
How so?
He tries to find comparable work back in Egypt, but, well, the salary just isn't there. He can't maintain the lifestyle or support the family the way he could from Jordan.
So he has to go back to Jordan again.
Reluctantly, yes. He promises Hala he'll visit every 6 months, keep the connection strong.
Okay, 6 months isn't ideal, but maybe manageable.
For a while. But then life happens. 2 years pass, they have 2 children, costs go up, diapers, food, everything.
Let me guess. The 6-month visits become less frequent.
You got it. To save money, Mohammed has to cut back. The visits drop to just once a year.
Once a year. Wow. And Hala. How did she take that? That's a huge strain on a marriage.
Well, this is where it gets interesting and maybe a little suspicious in hindsight. She appeared completely fine with it.
Fine with seeing her husband only once a year?
Apparently. Her main focus, or at least what she showed the world, was ensuring the money kept coming. The remittances from Jordan needed to be regular and reliable for the kids.
That sounds transactional, less like a partnership, more like an arrangement where he provides, she manages.
It certainly looks that way now. And that distance, that vacuum created by his absence, Well, it didn't stay empty for long.
Right. This leads us to the turning point, doesn't it? Around 2015.
Mm-hmm. The suspicion that might have been simmering under the surface suddenly boils over. Mohammed gets a call.
Not from Hala.
No. From an acquaintance back home, someone telling him what people were starting to whisper, that Hala was, and the wording was something like, likely seeing another man.
Oh, man, that must have hit him like a ton of bricks. What did he do?
What would you do? He didn't wait. He didn't investigate from afar. He dropped everything in Jordan, got on the next flight back to Egypt. Immediate confrontation.
I can only imagine that scene, the anger, the hurt.
It must have been intense. And under that pressure, Hala cracks. Sort of.
What do you mean, sort of?
She admits
Hmm.
something. She admits meeting someone online on Facebook. But she insists, absolutely insists, that it never went beyond messaging. Just online chat, nothing physical, nothing more serious.
Do we believe that? Did Mohammed believe it?
He was devastated. His initial reaction was clear. Divorce. This is it. We're done.
Understandable. Trust is broken.
Completely. But Hala, she was smart, very persuasive. She knew exactly which buttons to push.
How did she turn it around?
She didn't appeal to love or forgiveness. She appealed to his sense of duty, his pride, everything he'd worked for. She told him, think about the family you've built. Think about the children. Divorce would destroy all of it. Your reputation, their future, the home you poured your savings into.
She guilted him. Used the kids and the life he built against him.
Precisely. And it worked. Mohammed relented. He couldn't bring himself to tear it all down. He prioritized the children, the stability, the image.
But there was a condition, right? He wasn't just going to forgive and forget and go back to Jordan.
No. He made a promise.
Yeah.
A huge, life-altering promise. He told Hala, okay, I'll stay. I will liquidate everything in Jordan. All my work, my connections, my income source there. I'll come back to Egypt permanently. We'll be a proper family here together.
Wow. He basically offered to give up his entire career, his financial security, to save the marriage and be present.
He did. He thought he was making the ultimate sacrifice to fix things, to be the husband and father he wanted to be.
But for Hala, this wasn't good news, was it? If she was already involved with someone else.
It was catastrophic news for her. His permanent return meant the absolute unavoidable end of her affair. The lover, who she was definitely seeing in person by this point during Mohammed's long absences, would be out of the picture.
So Mohammed's decision to save his family actually forced Hala and her lover into a corner.
Exactly. They had to make a choice. And the choice they made was dark. Eliminate Mohammed. But it couldn't look like murder. It had to seem natural. Accidental, even.
Which is where the really calculating part begins, the setup.
Mm-hmm. This wasn't impulsive. This was planned. A 6-month campaign started. Phase 1 wasn't physical at all. It was psychological manipulation.
Okay, tell me about it.
Hala started spreading a very specific, very insidious rumor. She began telling Mohammed's family, his friends, anyone who would listen, including his brother Ahmed,
Well, what was the rumor?
that Mohammed was taking, well, sexual stimulants, Viagra, or things like it. And not just occasionally, but excessively.
No way. Why that specific lie?
Think about it. She painted herself as the suffering wife, exhausted, constantly dealing with his supposedly insatiable demands driven by these pills. It made him seem unreasonable, maybe even unstable, and crucially, it set up a potential health risk.
And made her seem like a martyr putting up with it.
Right. But the genius, the cruel genius of it, was the taboo. Who was going to confront Mohammed about something so personal, so embarrassing?
Nobody. Especially not family members like his brother. It's just too awkward, too private.
Exactly. The source material mentions Ahmed actually tried once, very gently, to sort of broach the subject, maybe hint at it.
And what happened?
Mohammed was genuinely baffled. Expressed surprise, like, why would young guys need that stuff? He was completely innocent.
Hmm?
But his genuine surprise, the family probably interpreted it as shame or denial.
So the rumor stuck. Everyone just accepted it, believed Hala's story.
They did, because it was uncomfortable to question. And Hala played the part of the weary, long-suffering wife so well. She had successfully planted the seed. The cause of his future death was now established in everyone's mind 6 months before anything actually happened.
The alibi was in place before the crime was even committed.
Yeah.
It's deeply unsettling.
It's incredibly premeditated. The groundwork was perfectly laid.
So fast forward 6 months, mid-2017. The psychological stage is set. Now for the execution.
Phase 2. Her lover, the partner in this plan, provides the weapon.
Which wasn't a gun or a knife, it was pills.
12 pills, specifically Viagra, a massive overdose.
12. Good grief, what did she do with them?
She crushed them, meticulously ground them down into powder, and then she secretly mixed that lethal dose into Mohammed's food and drink,
He had no idea, just ate a normal meal prepared by his wife.
completely unsuspecting.
Mm-hmm.
And shortly after consuming it, the effects began. Symptoms consistent with a massive overdose, circulatory collapse.
What did Hala do then? Did she call for help?
No. She helped him to bed, said he wasn't feeling well, and she stayed with him
As he was dying.
as he was dying. And this is the moment. The plan is working perfectly. He's dying of what will look like cardiac arrest, likely linked to the stimulants everyone already believes he's taking. She should have just let it happen, called the family later.
But she didn't. This is where the mistake happened.
This is the fatal flaw. The single, unbelievable error in an otherwise terrifyingly effective plan. She takes out her phone.
And calls her lover.
No. She turns on the camera, and she films Mohammed dying.
She filmed it. Why on earth would she do that? Create evidence.
It sounds insane, right? But there was a reason, apparently. Her lover, he wanted proof.
Proof that Mohamed was actually dead.
Yes. He saw Mohammed as the only obstacle preventing them from being together. He needed absolute certainty, visual confirmation that the obstacle was gone for good. He demanded she film it.
So the act of documenting the death, demanded by her accomplice, that was the ticking time bomb she created.
Precisely. That video file, that digital record, that was the point where the perfect crime became fundamentally flawed, even if she didn't realize it yet.
Okay, so she has the video. Mohammed passes away. What happens next? The cover-up kicks in.
Exactly as rehearsed. She waits a bit, then makes the frantic calls the family, including Ahmed. Mohammed's terribly ill. You need to come quickly.
And when they arrive?
He's deceased. Gone. And Hala immediately, tearfully, plays the part she's been setting up for months. It was the pills, the stimulants. I warned him. I told you all.
And because they'd heard the rumors for 6 months.
They believed her instantly. It fit the narrative perfectly. Then the local health unit doctor comes, examines the body, notes the circumstances described by Hala.
And the official cause of death.
Acute circulatory failure, cardiac arrest, totally consistent with both a Viagra overdose and, conveniently, with the side effects of the stimulants everyone thought he was taking.
It's seamless. The rumor explained the death. The medical finding confirmed the rumor.
Perfect alignment. No suspicion of foul play whatsoever. Mohammed is buried. It appears to be just a tragic, perhaps self-inflicted death. Case closed.
And Hala is free. Free to be with her lover.
Exactly. The plan worked. So it seemed.
And for 3 years it held.
Yeah.
3 years of silence.
Yeah. Life moves on, seemingly. Hala and the children stay in Mohammed's apartment, the one he worked so hard for.
And Ahmed, the grieving brother.
He steps up. He promises Hala he'll take full financial responsibility for his brother's kids, his nephews. He becomes their provider, their support.
Supporting the children of the woman who murdered his brother. The irony is just brutal.
It's incredibly dark. He's fulfilling his duty as an uncle, completely unaware of the truth.
How long did Hala stay in the apartment?
About a year. Then she moves out and remarries.
Remarries? Who? Someone the family knew?
No. A man completely unknown to Mohammed's family, which naturally raised some eyebrows, a little suspicion maybe.
Yeah. Moving on fairly quickly, marrying a stranger.
But ultimately, they accepted it. It was her right, legally and culturally, to remarry. Life goes on.
Did Ahmed stop seeing the kids then?
No, credit to him. He remained the devoted uncle. He kept visiting the children regularly, even after Hala remarried and moved. He maintained that bond.
Did he meet the new husband?
Yes. Apparently, the new husband was introduced, seemed perfectly welcoming of Ahmed's visits. No friction reported there.
So this new normal establishes itself. 3 years pass. The murder is buried, forgotten. The video file sits dormant on a phone somewhere.
A ticking clock, just waiting. Until that night in 2020. Back to where we started.
Ahmed needing to make that call. Hala handing over her phone.
The message notification. Opening the app. Scrolling. Seeing the thumbnail.
And pressing play, seeing the horror, hearing the confession. The world tilting on its axis for him in that moment.
He knows. Instantly. Everything clicks into place. The rumors, the sudden death, Hala's behavior, it all makes a horrifying kind of sense now.
What did he do? Did he confront her right there?
No time for confrontation.
Yeah.
Pure instinct kicked in. Survival, maybe. Evidence preservation. He just grabbed the phone with the video and ran for the apartment.
Just bolted with her phone.
Yep. Vanished into the night with the one piece of evidence that could expose everything.
Hala must have realized immediately what happened. The phone was gone. Ahmed was gone.
Absolute panic. She knows exactly what's on that phone. She grabs the kid's phone, the irony, and immediately calls her new husband
To warn him, to plan their next move.
to tell him Ahmed took the phone with the video. But his reaction wasn't what she might have expected. He wasn't calm. He wasn't strategic.
What did he do?
He exploded, screaming at her down the phone. Not, "What do we do?" but furious, yelling about the video. Why? Because she had promised him years ago that she had deleted it.
She promised him she deleted the proof he demanded she create. Oh, the layers here.
Exactly. The very proof he needed for confirmation had become their biggest liability, and he thought it was long gone. Her failure to delete it sealed their fate.
While they're panicking, Ahmed is heading straight for help, I assume.
You bet. He runs directly to the nearest police station, walks in, phone in hand, explains what he found.
And the police, how do they react to this 3-year-old murder revealed by a phone video?
They see the video. They hear Hala's voice confessing as Mohamed dies. It's instant, undeniable proof of murder. There's no ambiguity. A police force is dispatched immediately to arrest Hala.
Just like that, 3 years of freedom evaporate.
Completely. Faced with the video, caught red-handed by her own recording, Hala knows the game is up. Her meticulously crafted, perfect plan has crumbled.
Does she confess?
She confesses everything. The motive, Mohamed's permanent return threatening her affair, the 6 months of rumor-mongering, using the stimulants, crushing the pills. The whole story comes out.
And her accomplice, the lover who demanded the video.
Arrested shortly after.
Yeah.
And the final, jaw-dropping twist. The accomplice, the lover she killed Mohamed for. It was her new husband.
The man Ahmed had been meeting. The man welcoming him into the home.
The very same one. He also confesses the whole ugly picture is finally complete.
It's staggering, the sheer nerve of it all. Living with that secret, marrying the accomplice, letting the victim's brother visit.
And the central irony just hangs there. The murder itself, the planning, the execution, the alibi. It was, frankly, brilliant in its evil way. 90% perfect. It fooled everyone.
But the 10% flaw was keeping the receipt, keeping the recording.
Exactly. She apparently told investigators she kept the video almost as a memory of the murder operation, like a trophy or a souvenir of her success.
A memory that cost them everything, both sentenced to death, right?
Both received the death penalty. All because of that one file, kept for sentimental reasons or maybe out of sheer ego.
So let's just recap this shocking timeline. A marriage based on practicality, strained by distance. An affair born in the husband's absence. A calculated decision to murder him when he planned to return for good.
Followed by 6 months of meticulous psychological preparation, planting the perfect alibi. Then the execution using a hidden overdose. And the crucial mistake, filming the death.
Then 3 years of silence, 3 years of living a lie, raising the victim's children, supported by the victim's brother, married to the co-conspirator.
Until a dead phone battery and a borrowed phone call brought the whole thing crashing down. It's a chilling reminder, isn't it?
About what? The nature of crime.
About the fragility of the so-called perfect crime. You can plan everything down to the last detail, manipulate everyone around you, control the narrative.
But you can't always control human impulse, error, ego, sentimentality.
Exactly. Often, it's not brilliant detective work that cracks these cases, but one small, unforeseen human element. A failure to delete a file. A need to keep a memento. A dead battery at the wrong time.
It leaves you thinking, doesn't it? If evidence like that video just sits there, hidden on a device, unseen for years, does the crime somehow cease to exist in the world?
Or is it always there? Like a digital ghost, just waiting for that one random event, that one borrowed phone, to flicker back to life and demand justice. Something for you to ponder,